When we got there,
Okay.
through our unit.
Oh, bro! That's... Oh my! If you enjoy the video, please give it a like, subscribe, and turn on push notifications so you know when I make my next upload. Go follow me over on twitch.tv/Señor Lullaby, where I do all sorts of gaming, and I stream Monday through Friday, 3 PM to 6 PM Central Standard Time. Hope you all have an awesome one, and enjoy the video. Mortal Kombat! Hello, and welcome to my Mortal Kombat trailer reaction. So this is the new roster that they released for the characters. So we got Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Cassie Cage, Jax, Liu Kang, and Raiden. They all look really cool, and I'm just interested to see what they are, because I don't know these actors, who's the people who are playing them, but I'm definitely down for some new faces, and hopefully they deliver. Okay, now the second group of people from left to bottom is Melina. So this character in the middle, I believe he's a new character. Now notably, you don't see Johnny Cage in this roster, so he might take on that role. Well, I guess we'll see in the movie. And then we got Kano, Kung Lao, I believe, and Shang Tsung. So they all look really cool. I love the looks of these characters. Melina, they seem to have race bended Melina. And then Kano, they have it seems like he's undead. So my theory is, so I heard that there were fatalities in this movie. So my theory is that these people die, right? Is that the fatalities serve as making them undead. So once they get a fatality happens to them, they become these like undead. They go to the nether realm. And I know that Shinnok is the lord of the underworld. Like, he was banished into the nether realm, and so he's sort of in control there. So that's what I think is going to happen, right? That there are going to be fatalities. And if you're not, already aware of the if you're not already aware of how they do things in Mortal Kombat, you're in for a rough surprise, especially when you see these fatalities. I mean, it is a Red Band trailer, so hopefully they do go off with the gore and that stuff. I just hope they don't unveil too many of which people are going to be under Shinnok's control, and which people are going to be in the outworld, in the normal world, so in Earth. But yeah, it looks super cool. I love the designs on these characters, and I'm interested to see this. I hope they do to this what they did with the Resident Evil 2 remake compared to the original Resident Evil 2, because the original Resident Evil 2 was very corny and cheesy, and that's kind of how I interpreted the original Mortal Kombat movies, the one in the 90s. The first one I heard was good in like a corny, cheesy way, and the second one was like even stupider, which made it better. But after that, I think they just didn't do a good job with that balance. So I hope, again, that in the same way that Resident Evil 2 was a corny, cheesy version of the Resident Evil 2 remake, which made it much more gruesome, which upped the gore and blood and visuals, but in addition to that, made it more serious, and the acting was a lot better. So I hope that this Mortal Kombat movie can do similar things as the Resident Evil 2 remake did to the original Resident Evil 2. So that's the best comparison I can put. I don't want like too many horror vibes necessarily. Like, I want a lot of action, a lot of blood, gore, go all out in the fatalities, make it a huge movie. Again, the only one they're missing, it seems like, is Johnny Cage, but I think that'll be fulfilled by this character role. Yeah, and it looks authentic to, Mortal Kombat sort of stories. So let's just dive in. 3, 2, 1, go.
First learned about this 7 years ago.
Oh, Sub-Zero. Oh, Jax.
To capture a wanted.
So Jax and Cassie Cage.
When we got there,
okay,
it tore through our unit in seconds.
Oh.
The target had superhuman abilities.
That's how he gets his arms. That's cool. I like that. Ooh.
It had the same marking you do, Cole.
Yeah, so this is the new protagonist.
What do you mean?
He was born with it.
It's not a birthmark, Cole. It means you've been chosen.
Throughout history, different cultures
Melina.
all over the world
Baraka, okay.
reference a great tournament. of Champions.
Okay, so,
That dragon.
so they're not doing the whole video game aspect where
I
like
think it's an
people are playing
invitation.
avatars. That's cool.
To fight for something known. As Mortal Kombat.
These are your champions.
Damn.
Sonya.
Sonya Blade.
That's Kano.
Okay.
I'm Liu Kang.
Liu Kang. All right. Jackson. Yep.
Kung Lao.
Yep. Right in.
The fate of Earth is in our hands.
No matter how many of my
Yo.
people we put in the ground,
Oh,
we will
nice.
not fail.
Oh, that was Shao Kahn. Oh, Goro!
Sub-Zero.
That reminds me of the Cruella line from that.
Get over here!
Oh my. Oh,
Kano wins. You fucking beauty.
do you see my face? That was hands down the best trailer of the year. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. Dude, I don't even know how to react. That was way better than I'd ever anticipated. They're going full out with the fatalities, with oh my god. Okay, but they're not showing Kano as undead, so I'm not sure that aspect of it. That's okay. I'm gonna go through this without they did the remix with the song. That's super cool. The one thing that I'm glad that they're not doing is the one thing that I'm glad they're not doing is the whole, you know, Jumanji thing where it's like video game avatars going into them and that's how they, you know, incorporate the fatalities and stuff. It's like, oh, you know, we're avatars in the game, so whatever happens to us, we just lose lives or whatever, that kind of crap, you know, making it like a video game. It works when it's a comedic action movie like Jumanji was. I think it works really well in that context. But with Mortal Kombat, I don't think so. Like if they're doing it again, and if they're doing it serious, which it definitely seems like it, like the way they're doing it, like they still got their quips and stuff, obviously because they're doing their fatalities. They're gonna have their little quips and their little one-liners and that kind of stuff, which that's great. I'm glad they're incorporating all this. I'm just excited to see what they do with this, how they incorporate the fatalities, if they go with the whole NetherRealm thing and they become part of Shinnok's army to take over the Earth. It seems like they're making this a lot bigger than I'd anticipated, and I'm so thankful for that, because there have been some mediocre, you know, video game movies, but there are some that I definitely enjoy. You know, there's some that weren't for everyone, like Assassin's Creed and Warcraft and all those kind of things. But for the most part, people seem to enjoy Sonic, and I really enjoyed that too. So hopefully this trend of video game movies being done well continues to flourish. And it definitely seems like this. Like, okay, this is now one of my most anticipated movies of the year. Like it was before, I was skeptical about it, right? Because I'm like, are they gonna do the fatalities right? Are they gonna go full out and are they gonna make it big and you know, like an end game level, you know, huge spectacle? And that's what it seems like. Like they're making it a huge spectacle, which awesome, cool. Because even in the games, right, when they did these big stories, that's when it really worked, right? When they did these like smaller sort of stuff, it never worked as well, right? But and I think that's why a lot of the things in Mortal Kombat 11 work so well. I enjoyed Mortal Kombat X's story, but it felt a little smaller and it felt fine, right? It was all right. But if they had adapted something like that into a movie, I probably wouldn't have cared. And that's kind of what I was expecting with this movie. So it looks like a lot more. I'm super excited for this. But let's just kind of go through these pieces, see if we can find something, something different, something new. So yeah. Yeah, so we got the icicles forming. That's obviously Sub-Zero. this part where like his freaking arms are being ripped out, like that's how he gets his freaking his arm. That's crazy, dude. That's like, yeah, it is a red band trailer for a reason. Because as you can see, I'm glad they're going full out with that. If they had cheaped it out and gone PG-13, it definitely doesn't work. Especially not for Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat is known for its blood and gore and stuff. So if they had skimped out on that, I think it definitely would have worked as well. So I'm glad that they're staying true to that form. That's Sonya. No, that's Cassie Cage. Sonya comes later. Yeah, we got a little scorpion action over here. This is Sonya, right? No, that's still Cassie. Okay.
These are your champions.
I'm Sonia.
Oh yeah, that was Cassie the whole time. This looks like a little cheesy, but I mean, yeah, this whole face part looks a little kind of like corny and stuff. I just hope that they make it different enough, distinguishable enough, and there's enough serious parts in it, which it definitely seems like it. The music was awesome. They added the little Mortal Kombat theme. They could have gone with the old, techno style, but for this movie, especially since they're doing it a less cheesy version, it definitely makes sense that they would use a more orchestral theme for the Mortal Kombat theme. Right in, bro. That whole lightning, that's super sweet. Dude, I don't know what that's about. Like, holy crap. Look at this. That's like some like Thor coming in Infinity War sort of thing. Like, that's intense. I mean, it is right, and he is, like, oh, I love this sort of fire effect on that. He did it better than Cruella. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say that. Okay, so I don't know who this is. That looks like a new person. That's Melina. Okay, I'm glad we got some Melina in there. Yeah. Is this Reptile? Was that Reptile? I don't know. That was Smoke. Yo, they got Smoke in here? Bro. Some of their they need a little work on some of their facial reactions and stuff. It makes it seem more on the cheesy side, but honestly, if they bring the fatalities, if they bring the gore and blood, if they bring this huge, like, world-ending sort of story, and the fights are amazing, which it seems like so far, that's all I want. So that's super sick, dude. That's cool. Goro, yo, they actually brought Goro in with the forearm. Okay, I see them. Who's this guy? I don't know who this guy on the bottom is though. See, there's like normal cars and stuff, so it's like, I mean, it makes sense, right? Because they're Netherrealm invading Earthrealm, and they're being called to the Mortal Kombat. So they're taking a similar approach like they are in the games, and I'm glad that they're doing that. We saw this. We saw a little teaser, and they showed this part, so that's cool. Aha, Sub-Zero V, Scorpion. Dude, they're actually taking some of these fatalities from it. That's so sick, dude. That's amazing. The fact that they're taking these. Oh yeah, and then he says, "Get over here." Get over here. You need to say a little bit pause, but the delivery was good. Oh, so good. Is this Donnie Yen? Hold on a second. Because I don't know who Jax is punching there. But that's Purple Blood, so that's definitely Melina. And there's Sonya Blade over there. There's, I think, Liu Kang. And, yeah, that's definitely Melina and her cuts. Oh my god. Yeah, Melina. For a second I was like, wait, that's Jacqueline or whatever, Jax's sister, but nah. Yes, Reptile. Okay, he actually looks like a reptile. Okay, interesting. I don't mind it. I don't mind the design choice. Like, seriously, this was like way better than I'd ever anticipated. Well, I sure hope you guys enjoyed this trailer, man, because I did, man. I did not expect how good this trailer was gonna be. I'm gonna enjoy this a lot more than I thought I was initially. So this trailer did its job. It showed us a lot of fatalities. Again, I'm not sure how are gonna incorporate that into the story, but I'm just excited to see a fresh take on this. I'm glad they're keeping a lot of the one-liners, especially they need to keep at least, you know, Scorpions and Sub-Zeros, and some of the fatalities also look very similar to what they've been doing in the recent games. So I'm glad that they're bringing that over, including the quips with the Kano and the heart pulling out, and obviously you have to keep the get over here. Come on, and then just the fact that they're making it so so much more badass. You know what I mean? Than the '90s movies. So this seems like a huge derivative from there. And it seems like they're doing whatever they're doing it right. So I'm just excited to see this. I hope y'all are too. If you are, please follow, like, subscribe, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube at Señor Lullaby. As always, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.